Everyone is training high level range. Wrong.
He's back.
That's right, I'm back. The hype of the wilderness has died down, and I'm now back to trying to find ways to exploit RuneScape for the best AFK methods in game once again. In this video, I'm going to reveal my secret AFK trading method that makes me 1 mil in an hour and without touching my mouse for up to 5 minutes. You can either use this to make consistent money while AFK, or get some easy range XP. Now, usually when it comes to range training methods, the big question you should be asking yourself is, do you want to get straight into PKing, or are you a PVMer and wanting to kill bosses? If you're looking to go straight into PKing, you're probably going to focus on getting those levels as fast as possible, and getting into the action and killing those noobs.
No way, there's literally no way a PKer of my caliber.
So if you want your levels fast, to get out there and kill skill specs, the most common methods for this are canning at low levels, and then leading into chinning or nightmare zone. If you're going to be doing PVM, then you should focus on training Slayer at the same time, as this will passively let you train Slayer and range together, and work your way up to unlock some of the best content in game. Now, here's a big U-turn for you. If you know me, you're probably thinking, reaction, where's the AFK methods? Well, this video isn't a full-fledged guide of how to train range from level 1 to 99. I do plan to make a full guide like this, but typically me, I got distracted. If you are wanting to see this video, please leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to get this guide out fairly soon. This leads me perfectly on to say, if you do want to see it, make sure you are subscribed and like this video, so you're aware of any other new videos I do release in the future. So, back to the main point of this video. I found this method when doing some research into some new AFK guides that I wanted to produce. And I know what you're all thinking. You're thinking, mate, we've seen Nightmare Zone before, and you're about to click off the video. But no, don't worry, it's not Nightmare Zone. This video isn't clickbait if you've seen the thumbnail. This video is actually a really good method, and you're going to be making a lot of GP while AFK. I've not seen anyone else actually find this method and produce a proper video about it. So if you stick around to watch the whole video, you might have a new way to make some AFK money. So perhaps you've heard the little boss called the Phantom Musper. Well, when this boss was released, it came with a new bow, and the RuneScape team got a lot of hate for this, because the bow was apparently weak, it needed a buff, and it was rubbish. But here's when I'm going to drop the mic. I feel no one actually looked into the little effects of the bow. I decided to dig a little deeper, and I dived into new depths and found a big treasure. If you put in the hard work, sometimes things might just pay off. Now, when I'm making these AFK videos, there's one thing I often run into, which can be a big problem, and that's trying to get the boss or monster to have aggression on me and aggro. This is where the Venator bow has an awesome effect by hitting multiple targets in a multi-combat zone, which will cause those targets to attack me. Now, when I'm producing these videos, there's 3 main things I have to focus on. One is aggression / aggro. The second one is hit points and how I'm going to heal and stay alive. And the third is prayer points and how I'm even going to regenerate them or make the prayer drain as slow as possible. So of course, I jumped to my favourite place in the whole world, which is the wiki, and started having a little flick through monsters that potentially could be good for this. Now, I had to hold my breath here because I have noticed a friend and other YouTubers have produced videos about the Venator bow, and I thought they had beaten me to it, but they were so close yet so far to actually discovering the full potential of this. This is when I got thinking, what other monsters are in multi-combat zone where this bow could be absolutely fantastic and great money makers? Since we're AFK, constant small drops aren't exactly what we're looking for, because we'll be constantly running around picking them up, or alking them, or banking. However, that being said, this bow is fantastic at smoke devils and also necreals. However, we're looking for somewhere we can AFK for a long time, that has a big high value drop, which is fairly consistent. And then, that's when it clicked. 85 Slayer is it. Absol Demons. They dropped the Absol Whip, currently valued about 1.3 mil, quite a nice high value item, and also they drop it within 5-12 kills, which depending on how many we can kill per hour, could potentially be a fairly common drop. So at this point, I was happy I found my monster. I need to do a bit of testing. So for the gear, we've got the Venator bow, we've got the Abyss Assembler, an Anguish, Amethyst arrows, and then for the main armour, we've got prayer enhancing gear. After a little bit of testing, I found out we're going to have to use Protect Melee, so we're going to want that to last as long as possible. After about an hour and a half, I've been gaining between 80k and 90k range XP, which is really decent. I'd also been trying a little bit with the long range as well to see how good the defense XP would be. When using range on its own, I was getting about 115k XP an hour. I found that my prayer was lasting at least 5 minutes, and that I rarely ever had to click a new Abbey Demon. Occasionally you'd kill them too quickly, or when you killed the Abbey Demon you were on, it was too far away from any others. To fix this, I just have to click another Abbey Demon. So after 6 hours you can see my loot tracker on the side here. However, this isn't the whole story, because I'm not banking all the ashes and I'm only trying to get whips and any other good small items like rune chain bodies and rune meds. On screen is the loot I've actually taken to the bank over the period of 6 hours. So with 7.4 mil with 6 hours, that's currently 1.2 mil made an hour. Now I did get very lucky with whips and I'm quite a bit above the drop rate, so you should expect only to get 4 instead of 5. This would make it to be 1 mil an hour. Now of course, over this period of time I was also using supplies, and it was about 300k in supplies per hour, so this turns out to only be 700k profit. These are all rough predictions, but I was using about 500 amethyst arrows, I was using 1000 essence, and then on top of that 10 prayer pots per hour as well. To improve your kills per hour, you could definitely upgrade to Armadillo or Missouri. To bank, I'm using the Xerix Talisman, and I'm teleporting to the Canard Castle. When doing this method, there is a chance you can go dry, but if you continue it for hours on end, your luck should even out, and you should be profiting 1 mil an hour quite easily. I believe this is the best way to AFK range train, and make good decent profit at the same time. If you know of any other monsters that you think the Venator bow would be quite good at, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to investigate them. If you like my style of content and the stuff that I research, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. As always, good luck on your grinds, and I'll see you in the next video.